Well, right now, St. Pete is in the process of launching a major effort to redevelop the city's south side. They've pinpointed 10 programs that will receive parts of a $500,000 fund. ABC Action News reporter Rodney Dunnigan live in South St. Pete right now with more. Rodney?
Well, Laura, this is all a part of a long-term plan to invest in this community. The city plans to rehab homes as well as businesses and also create job training for folks in this community. Now, all of this in a part of the city that even city administrators admit has been long underserved. With every minute spent here, Stephen Gregg is working to build a brighter future for himself.
When you walk on a job, you already have the knowledge to do the work.
Greg is one of a number of trainees learning the basics at LumaStream. The St. Pete-based LED tech company has created a workforce development program aimed at getting people in this community back to work.
It has been wonderful, and it changes the whole direction of people's lives.
The initiative at LumaStream is just one of those highlighted in the city's South St. Pete Community Redevelopment Plan. Millions will eventually be pumped into the poorest neighborhoods. Funds will be used to pay for infrastructure improvements for housing and businesses, and also to develop job training programs.
And the good thing is that as you increase the value of a property, it also increases the value of the surrounding properties, and which increases tax revenue, which feeds back into it. So it becomes a virtuous circle of increasing values and increasing revenue to speed up the redevelopment of the area.
Greg believes the initiative will be a major step in changing this community. He looks at himself as a perfect example.
Oh, I learned a lot, and it's helped me stabilize myself.
Now again, city administrators admit that this will be a long-term process. They're thinking about 30 years, but eventually this will pump about $70 million back into this community. Laura?
But Rodney, really quickly here, has the funding for this initial rollout been approved yet?
Well, you know, at this point it hasn't. City administrators and the city council, they actually have a meeting next week, next Thursday, to vote on this. But from what I'm hearing, every city administrator is behind this plan, so they believe that it will pass. But again, the official vote on this funding will be next Thursday, and of course we'll continue to follow this story. Laura?